Ini udah mulai belum? Aku admit ya, Kak.
Oke,
Semangat, Kak Rika, Stefani.
Semangat. Ini gue stop video dulu kali ya? Apa enggak?
ya lu santai aja, Steph. Ini udah direkod nih, udah mulai nih. Hello, hello, everyone. Hi, everyone. Guys, welcome back and see you again in this another tonight session, which is 1 week challenge. So tonight we will discuss about how to find clients using the lead generation. So I hope you're not boring to see my face, yeah. You guys boring to see me? You guys boring to see me? Please say no. Yes, boring. Thank you. Okay, seperti biasa, like always, while we waiting for another to join, please share your experience. So this is already 5 topics to be discussed during this weekly challenge. So how do you guys doing? Do you guys already approach your client using the previous method from the previous session? Tell me in the chat. Did you guys use the method that you learned on the last 4 days, or still observing, not doing anything? Which one are you? Which one are you? Which one are you? No one replies, Steph. Oh my God. Afternoon from last night made me more confident. Okay. Okay. Anyone else other than Irina? So, or only Irina do the assignment? I just only observe, or still afraid to do the next step? Okay, okay. Nobody reply. Okay, okay, okay. No problem. So guys, halo Kak Noni. So guys, before we dig in, just a quick heads up. So let's keep the vibes stay positive and respectful in the chat. So to make everyone feels comfortable while they're sharing or learning or even asking the questions. So you and I just want to remind this session is being recorded. So if you want to catch later on the Get course, you will find those recording the next day after each session. Yeah. Okay, and do not forget we will have a reward for the winners, just like Tania said in the very first day of this week challenge. Okay. You both stunned tonight. Oh, I'm stunned. Am I freezing? No?
She means that you're stunning.
Oh, thank you. Oh, he's from Utah. I'm still struggling with time management since I'm work 9 to 5. Yeah, let's do your best. Let's do your best, Kak Utah. Yeah, thank you. Because never people said I'm stunning, so thank you. It's Stephanie Stein. Thank you. Okay, guys, I think you know already about me, right? I'm Rick. I'm from Batch 16, and I'll be your host for this exciting challenge. So again, I'll be guiding you through this session to make sure that we are on track. Yeah, stunning Rick. Anyway, Kak Rick, nice background. Thank you so much. It's emergency background. So maybe tonight we will unlocking the secret of how to find the client using using lead generation methods by Stephanie. So I think you guys will explore a little bit more about strategies, tips and tricks, and how to become not become, how to attract the clients using the lead generation method in the real world examples, right, Steph? Is what you want to do, right?
Yes, correct.
Could you be our host till the end? Oh, so sorry. Actually, this is my last hosting for this challenge. So sorry, Kak Nana. So guys, if you have got the questions, please drop them in the Q&A box. Yeah. So I will pick the interesting questions first before another question that I feel so. No, joking. I will read all your questions. Oh no. So sorry guys. It's already signed the contract. I just have 3 days, 3 sessions for this challenge. So before we dive into the topic, let me introduce you to our special guest. So maybe some of you already know her, especially for batch 17 to 19. I think you already know her, but for the batch 16 till the below that 16, I think you just know her now. Okay, Steph, let's show your face.
I'm already here.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Hi guys.
Okay.
Hi guys, Steph.
Yellow. Should I introduce myself on alone or like okay.
Yes.
Hi everyone. So I just want to ask you guys, how many of you were actually in the batch 16?
Me.
Me.
Batch 16, baby.
How many of you are actually in the batch 16? Because I was actually alumni for the batch 16 and so does Rick. So we both actually didn't know each other actually in the very first beginning itself. We know each other after the batch 16, right?
So, yes.
When you become an SA in batch 17, and I become the guest speaker for the lead generation. And then and then we say, oh, okay, we actually in the same batch. So yeah, for all of you who are in batch 16 and above, maybe you already know me. So my name is Stephanie, but everybody who didn't know me yet, I'm Stephanie. I'm from batch 16. And starting from batch 17, I actually teaching the lead generation for SGBVA until the last batch, right? Until now, actually, it's like batch 20, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, it's very nice to meet all of you. So a little bit background of myself. I was actually so my current work is actually I'm a growth business development consultant. So and the reason why I was actually joining SGBVA in the very first beginning itself is because I was a startup founder for 3 years in 2020 until 2023. And then I closed my startup. And then I become a mom because at 2022, I gave birth to my baby. And then I thought that probably something else I should do from home. And then the ads from SGBVA is like keep coming to my Instagram account, you know. And then I was like, oh, okay, let's see what's happening. I want to know how the remote work actually does, because I never been in a remote work setup before. And in my head, that the virtual assistant is more like administration stuff, right? But after I joining the course, apparently it is actually not only about it's not about the administration and all of this simple stuff. It is actually more than that. You can learn like lead generation, you can learn high demand services, and all of the stuff that I feel kind of like amazed, because apparently virtual assistant is not supposed to be general. Because in my head, I was thinking, oh, okay, maybe as a virtual assistant, I can offer everything. But apparently that's not how it works if you actually want to thrive in this business. So because of the SGBVA, it opens my mind, and I start to like open myself to start open my own like consultancy services, basically, because my background was actually in the business growth, business development, PR, marketing, sales, account management. So that's my background. And when I start to open myself for a services, I was actually offering a business development and project management to the client, and I already know what type of client that I want. And then when I start to try to look for these clients, I got actually a lot of inquiries. And on the second week of my SGBVA course, which is on the second week, I already got a client, my first client. And I still remember at that time I was reach out to Tanya, and I was like saying, hey, Tanya, I never make any contract for a virtual assistant thing. Can you help me to make one? And then, so my student advisor that time is helping me to do that. And then I close the deal with the client, and the client stays with me for around 6 months. So until then, I become so my client was actually from Korea, and US both. So yeah, that's my very first beginning in this remote work setup. So anyway, the thing is, probably today I'm gonna talk more about like how to win the clients through some of the lead generation strategies. So yeah, I think that's the introduction for myself.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, before we start, guys, as always, I need more fire to start. No fire, no start. Give me fire. Give me fire. Give me
Fire,
fire. Give me
fire.
fire. Menyala, menyala. Please, please, please.
Yes.
More, I need more fire. Make it burn, 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 burn. Okay, Steph, they already seem so excited, yeah? I give
Yay.
the floors for you. Good luck.
Okay. Thank you so much, Rick. Okay, so guys, let's just head over to the today's sharing session. I want to tell you guys that today is more probably like a sharing. I'm gonna tell you like what I did, and also some of the people that I thought can be an example for you guys. And I met them, I saw them, and I feel that their strategies could work well as well for getting the clients. So here I am. I'm Stephanie Irma. So I'm actually branding myself as a growth strategist and business consultant. I had a 10 years plus experience of building and growing startups. I was actually also working in Philippines as a country director for a Southeast Asia hotel chain. And then, like what I said, I also a batch 16 for SGBVA. And I handled quite until last 3 months, I was actually handling a kind of like 8 clients. It's kind of like hectic. So I had to like cut down of some of my clients because I couldn't manage it myself. So and when I'm trying to like hand over these clients to like some other people, it's not gonna work because the kind of services that I'm serving has to be handled by me. So I can't build the people around it. So in that case, I had to just like cut off some of my clients. And then now I'm focusing on one client, which is my current client for I think around like 4 months now. They were from Russia. They come to Indonesia and they want to expand their market in here. And then I help them with the business development as well. So my clients was actually from a lot of Asia and US. So I handled a few of the clients from Korea, US, India, Philippines, and Singapore. It ranging from the event management, project management, until the business development and lead generation as well. So yeah, here is my profile. And what I'm going to share with you today is about how to win client with the lead generation strategies. I don't know how many of you are already having the high in demand selection for the lead generation, but I think if we are talking about like getting the clients, lead generation strategies might be the best way for you to get a clients because these strategies will cover almost everything, starting from creating the content, paid ads, and then like getting you for a referral, networking, everything is already covered in there. So yeah, but the key in here is you're gonna have to do it instead of learning it alone. So the problem with this is so many people is coming up to me after this and then they're saying, how can I start? It's just as simple as you put up the content there or just like approach someone. And probably some of the people are having questions, and the common questions that they're asking is like, I already did this for like 2 months, 1 month. I practice everything that SGBVA taught me, but why can I still not getting the clients? So probably this is a time that for you to take a look at your strategy. What exactly, so let's say if you are putting up the content, what exactly is the type of content that you're putting out there? Is it like speaking to your right target ideal clients, or is it like speaking to other peer of virtual assistant? Because that's what I found a lot. And then second thing is probably you can take a look at like how you approach your client. Is it like you prepare for them such a very long pitch, or is it like a very sharp and precise and giving the right goal for your client? So I think it's not about the strategy itself. It is about how you actually executing those strategy. So yeah, today we're gonna look at that one. So before we continue, I want you to answer these crucial questions that I also asked this to all of the students. Have you identified your niche and your ideal clients? See, this is the very first step when you're trying to find a client. I think this is the most important one, because if you don't know who are the person you are talking to, or who are the person you wanna get as your client, it's very difficult for you to find your strategy. Many people also telling me that I can do a lot of things. So it's very difficult for me to find my specialization. And I can say that it's good that you can do a lot of things, but you still need to choose which one is the one that you want to focus, or which one that you want to offer for your specific client. Now, you have to answer these crucial questions first before you move forward to the next step. Okay. So virtual assistant, especially for the virtual assistant, if you are specialized in a very specific niches, you're more likely to stand out from the competition. Because there are so many virtual assistants out there, how can you compete with them? What makes you different? What makes the client need to hire you rather than other virtual assistant? So that if you think about like from the perspective of the client, right? If I become a client, should I hire you or not? And why should I hire you? What's so special about you that I should hire you? Are you offering a like good discount, for example? Are you fit with my budget? Are you offering a great services? Are you having a top rated in Upwork or something? So what exactly is the unique for you?
How
So
about
did
I'm
you?
good looking?
You're looking good.
I'm good looking. How about that? Can I say that to my client?
Yes, you should hire me because I'm looking good. Okay, so to thrive in the competitive market, the virtual assistant must consistently generate a steady stream of leads. So I think this is something that almost all virtual assistants forget, that you guys are building a business. You're not an employee. If you are as a virtual assistant, you are looking for a client, you are looking for customer. You are not looking for a job. So make sure that you put that in mind, that your mindset and your strategy has to be aligned. You cannot put the mindset of an employee mindset into making a virtual assistant as an employee mindset. You cannot do that if you want to find a client, because when you are trying to make a business of virtual assistant, that means you need to have an income. If you want to create a successful virtual assistant services, you need to have a client so that you have an income. In order for you to get a client, you need to look for the client. How are you going to look for the client or the customer that are going to use your service? By doing a lot of the strategies that I'm going to talk to you about. But you cannot position yourself that I am looking for a job, because that's totally different. Once you have that concept in mind that I'm looking actually for a job, then what you're going to do is just looking for a job. And you're not looking for a client. You're just looking for a job. It's different strategy, different mindset. Okay. So this is the common hurdles that I think most of, not only the virtual assistant, I think like remote worker or freelancers. First is the limited visibility. You have quite difficulties in reaching potential clients and standing out from the crowd, meaning that people didn't know you, your potential client didn't know you, so that they didn't know that you can do actually the services that they are looking for. Even if they need something, they didn't have visibility about you. So for example, I'm giving you the example. Let's say if I have a, not a client, but my previous client know me because they got reminded of me. Why? Because I created a content on a LinkedIn. When I created a content on the LinkedIn, she just suddenly DMing, and then she's saying that good that you put up that content, because suddenly I was actually looking for a person who can help me, and I just saw your content. I know that I think you can help me on this one. And this opportunity is coming to me without I have to apply for anything. Okay. So that's the thing. If you do not have the visibility, you cannot tell your potential client that you are exist. Now, lack of a strong online presence, the name itself is already virtual. So that means you have to have online presence. If you are not focusing on a virtual, then you don't need an online presence. But if you are as a virtual, then you have to have online presence. Either be it on a social media, or either be it on a website, either be it on a blog or anywhere, you have to have digital presence. So some of you might asking like, I don't know how to create a content on a social media. Then don't do a social media if your client is not on the social media. Just probably do an article, do an industry insights, go do some research, put up your thought on the written. There are so many ways that you can be visible on a social media and you can active on a social media. Social media is not only talking about Instagram. It's not only talking about TikTok. It's not only talking about YouTube. It's also talking about LinkedIn. You can also talk about like Facebook. There are so many social media out there. You can also talk about Threads, X, whatever. Okay. So don't narrow your mind that social media means I need to have Instagram. No. If you want to have social media, just find what social media that your client will be easy to find you. If you think that social media will make, if you think that Instagram will make you visible by your potential client, then have it. If you don't know how to create the content, ask ChatGPT to create a content for you. If you don't know how to design, just take from the Canva, whatever template is there, just take it, change the color, change the writing, done. It's okay. Now, difficulty in networking. I think this is also the hurdles that many people also have, especially when you are doing the virtual. The limitation of networking. You probably didn't have the right people to connect you with the right people. But if you have, if you happen to be in a circle or community, make sure that you also active in that community so that people can actually give you the insights on what probably they're looking for a social media manager, or they're looking for an admin, or they're looking for a legal. They know that you exist, so that it will be make more easier for you to be approached by them and asking, and probably they will ask you to collaborate to something. Okay. Now, in terms of the potential clients, do you think it hard for you to network with potential clients? So if you think that it's hard, then it's fine. You can at least network with someone who can give you a potential client. Like, for example, in SGBVA, you have a Tinder group, then be active in that be active in that community. Okay. So overcoming skepticism. I think convincing clients of the value of virtual assistants. Some of the people might conduct your discovery call just like you are taking a job. Okay, and some of the people might creating virtual assistant offers, like you are telling your employee that I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that, but there is no such value that you want to give to them. So in the next slide, I'm gonna tell you how to do this. Okay, so today we're going to talk about like how you're going to identify your ideal client, which I believe this already being taught in, what is it? In the lesson in the SGBVA. But it's, I don't know if it's your ideal client or not, but I'm sure that they already taught you about this, but let's refresh it again. And then we can talk about like lead generation strategies to win the client, and then how to convert the leads to the client. So let's talk about this one. I'm just going to go a little bit quick on this one because I believe that all of you have already making this, though it is probably on for customer persona instead of the client, but the concept, the methodology is same. Now, if you see the example, if instead of offering a general virtual assistant services, you can focus on becoming a specialized social media manager for health and wellness business, for example, that is the niche, okay? And let's say if you have experience in a customer service, then probably you can target e-commerce business that require a strong customer support. And as for me, here is my positioning. Here is my offer. I am a project management and a business development specialist that helping entrepreneur and businesses with revenue $1 to $1 million to increase efficiency and business growth. So if you see the formula here, who are you and what you do, okay? And what value that you bring, I'm helping entrepreneur, what value that you bring, you increase efficiency and business growth. To whom? Entrepreneur and businesses. To whom you can be very specific. It will be much better with revenue of this much. Or you can actually say, I am administration virtual assistant that helping real estate entrepreneur in Indonesia to help them generate more clients, for example, or to help them increase their operation efficiency. Okay. Now, as for me, for example, this is the clients that I served. So I already know what type of clients that I'm going to serve. I have two type of target of my clients. First is I have a primary target and the secondary target. So my primary target is the tech industry verticals. So tech industry verticals is more on every industry that has related with tech. For example, like tech startups, edutech, F&B tech, or whatever it is that have tech verticals around it. So that's my primary target. Why I have that primary target as my ideal clients? Because I came from that background. So I know how that works. So I'm going to go for the things that I do know very well. And then the next thing, I'm going to go for the secondary target, which is if I didn't get my ideal client of this one, then I'm going to go to the secondary target, which is the agency businesses. Why I'm choosing agency businesses? Because I'm offering a project management. And the people who need a lot of operations is in the agency businesses. You can do an event management, you can do a project management, you can do like client management. These are the agency work that do. And I was actually happened to be in that businesses as well. I was opening my own, what do you call it? Agency as well. And I was also coming from an advertising agency as well. So I already know that I already know the world. So I still have the background. Now the question is, what if I don't have the background at all? What if I completely start from new? What if I'm completely don't know anything about the corporate world? Or what if I don't know anything about the work world? That's okay. But what are the things that you're really passionate about? Find the things that you're really passionate about, or find the things that you really think that you can easily learn within 1 to 3 months. Which industry that you can easily learn in 1 to the next 3 months. Because that is the fastest way that you can find the industry that you want to serve. So can I say entrepreneur only and not be very specific about it? Can. But entrepreneur is too broad. So unless you know what are the things that you want to very, very, very specialized on, then don't do the entrepreneur only. Meaning, for example, if you want to offer I am an administration virtual assistant for entrepreneur, it's very broad. Entrepreneur is who? Who is the entrepreneur that you're looking for? Is it like a small entrepreneur, medium entrepreneur, like an enterprises, or how? Or is the CEO's entrepreneur, or how? So you have to be very specific. Why do you need to be very specific? Because you want to talk to the decision maker. When you are talking to the decision maker, you need to make sure that you are talking to the right people, the person who can decide whether they want to hire you or not, or the person who can influence that decision. Unless you know, then don't be too broad. Okay, so that's one of the things. Now I'm gonna tell you how to actually doing it. So first of all, what you need to do is list down all your skills based on your background, experience, and knowledge. After you list down everything, and then what you can do is you can score it from 1 to 5. So each of the skills, score it from 1 to 5. Now, after you score your skills, you pick the top 10. What is the top 10? Starting from the score that is highest. Highest is 5 and lowest is 1. Now pick the top 10. And then what you can do next is analyzing which services that you can offer based on this characteristic. If let's say your top skills is communication, if your top skills is like persuading people, if your top skills are, let's say, writing, if your top skills are, let's say, what? Drawing, I don't know, something. But analyze which services that you can offer. Okay, or probably you good with the data analytics. Just pick 10, the most that you are skillful for. And then the next thing is you analyze which industries that you can serve best based on the services that you can offer. So let's say you can offer data mining services, or you can offer, let's say, set up CRM services, or setting up account on social media. Now, the question is which industries that you can serve best based on the services that you can offer. Probably you can, data analytics is more probably in e-commerce industry. So that is something that you can actually offer. But if you think that you don't have any idea about e-commerce industry, it's fine. You rank it down from the most industry that you are very confident about until the less confident about. Now from this one, you can, or you can find the industry that you most passionate about too. So from this one, then you can actually see what is my niche, what is my specialization, and which industry that I want to serve. And this is your ideal client. Okay, so that's how are you going to do it. So you can take a screenshot on this if you want to do it later. You will gonna have the slides anyway, so you can practice on the what do you call it? You can practice when you have your own time. Okay, so after you have this, you can create your ideal client persona. Now, this is basically the creating customer persona kind of like activity, you know. I think you already learned about it. You can create a persona named Sarah, the busy entrepreneur who owns a small organic skincare business, for example. Then you can outline your goals, challenges, and online behavior, whatever. Okay. So you can research what are the common challenges faced by your potential client? For example, they have lack of time to manage their social media, for example, or difficulty managing social media. They have a very poor email organization, or it's difficulties in managing the calendar for their schedule. And then you position your services as a solution. Overwhelmed by social media management, let me handle your platform so you can focus on growing your business. Okay, so positioning your services as a solution, because every services have to answer a problem. So what problem that you want to solve for this specific individual or this specific ideal client? If you don't know what are the solutions that you want to offer for your client and how your services can act as a solution to your client, then it's going to be very difficult for you to close the deal. Okay, now you can also create a before-after scenario. Let's say this is the before. Sarah, the busy entrepreneur, struggling to keep up with the social media presence, doesn't have a consistent posting schedule. The content is often generic. And as a result, the engagement is low. So before-after scenario is more like a study case on how you can help these specific ideal clients to do. By hiring you, then what problem that you can actually solve. So this is the after. After Sarah hires a virtual assistant, then the VA will develop the targeted social media strategy with consistent posting schedule, high quality, whatever. And then the VA also interacts with followers, tracks key metrics. And as a result, the Sarah social media engagement increased significantly, and she started to see more website traffic and leads. Now, if you're doing this, it's very easy for you to put up your KPI as well, your own KPI. You already know, okay, so my KPI in here is to make sure that this person that I'm helping is increasing in a website traffic and get more leads. So that's my KPI. That's my metrics. That's my success metrics. Okay. So the next thing is building your unique value proposition. I think this is something that I already taught you in the very first beginning, that having a unique value proposition for your services is very important. Why I, as a client, should hire you and not other virtual assistant? Why somebody have to hire Stephanie instead of Rick? We might have the same good in lead generation, for example, but why should me and why should not Rick? I can say because I have like a 10 years experience in lead generation. I know in and out about lead generation, while probably others don't. Or probably I can say like, I know how to set up a CRM. I know how to create landing pages. I know how to create lead magnets. These are all the benefits. These are all the features. But the most important part is I know how to make sure that I can communicate with you better, because I'm very flexible with my time. You can contact me anytime, for example. I don't have any limitation.
2 a.m. as well?
Huh?
2 a.m. as well?
What?
2 a.m.
2 a.m. Yeah.
Included? Can I contact
Yeah,
you
for
at that
example,
time?
if you like to wake up in the middle of the night, probably you can be highlighting that one is your unique value proposition. And then you can offer your services to like what do you call it, the US time zone or whatever. It's a good thing, right? I mean, like
Yes.
that's one of the thing. So and then you can create this skill matrix. We call it as a skill matrix. What you do is basically putting up the skills and then with your proficiency level. I think this is something that is very important as well, because it gives your client perspective on how good you are in particular subject or particular platform or particular tools. So for example, if I'm good at CRM software, but I know how to use it, but I don't really expert in it, so probably I'm just an intermediate. So for example, like that, you can proficiency level, you can also put like advanced, intermediate, expert, beginner, or you can also put the proficiency level like maybe the scale is like 1 to 5. It's completely okay. So up to you. But at least you can give this as a benchmark. Like for example, you know other language except of English, you can talk Japanese, you can talk Chinese, then you can put it there. What is your proficiency level? Okay. Now, a portfolio, you already know the portfolio is your best tools, okay, to showcase your skills. This is no doubt the best thing that you can have, the best asset that you can have in order for you to convince your client. I happen to see a good portfolio that I saw, and I think this is a very good example. So if you can actually click here later. I don't know if the screen sharing are seeing here. Yeah, okay. So if you see here, do you see how the portfolio working? It looks like a website, right? So if I'm clicking here, it goes here. When I'm clicking in the certificate, it comes here. So for whoever get this portfolio, it's very easy to navigate. And if I want to like find a simple section, like I want to see like what are her achievement, I'm just going to go here and then it just go directly there. So this portfolio is by Liz Siatun. She is
my student.
yeah, she is your student on a batch 19.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. I like her portfolio a lot because it's very easy to navigate and it's very easy to see. I mean, like it's very clear. It gives the clear value proposition from her, meaning like she has an
Looks like the
informatics
mentor.
engineer. Yeah. Oh, Rick is the mentor. Okay. So even her academic background was actually have a strong foundation. Okay. And if she can, what is she offering? She actually offer many things. She can do many things. She can do social media management. She can do email marketing. She can do lead generation, internet and market research. Now, I want to highlight this point. But you are saying that we should do the niche. Why you are putting everything in the portfolio? See, the thing is, you have to focus on your niche, but that doesn't mean your portfolio has only to be one. Because your portfolio is the showcase of what you can do. So it's okay to put this on your portfolio, but you have to tailor it according to who you are speaking with. So for example, if I want to offer my services as a social media management for health and wellness, the one that I'm going to highlight here is probably on a social media management. So if you see here, actually, what you can do is highlighting this point as a social media management and put everything in a smaller part. You can actually do that as well. It's basically only like a layout kind of things, you know. And then you can put everything that is related with the social media management in the very first beginning itself, so that people know, okay, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I want to do. But why do you need to put other thing as well? Because sometimes only doing the social media management is not enough. And the other part of the things, for example, like email marketing, administration stuff, internet, and whatever, and the showcase of this can help you to convince client that you are first tidy. You are a very tidy person. You're a very organized person. Second, you are a very very tech savvy person because you know how to do email marketing, you know how to do CRM, for example. So for the client, it is a plus. It might not require, but it is a plus. So this can be one of your unique selling point to the client. Okay, so if you can see here also, this is like very clear what she will do, what she can do. It's very clear in here. And then what I like about this is it's very easy to navigate about the samples that she has. So for example, like account setup, the content planning, and then I'm creating an Instagram highlights with suitable cover. And then I'm creating the content. I'm going to do the analytics as well for you. And then these are the samples of the project as well that I'm going to do for another client. And then the way that I'm going to do the email copy and whatever, I can see from here that, okay, this email copy is quite looking nice. So that means she is quite organized and she know how to do the email marketing. So in case I need to add that in my process, I can actually ask her to do it without I need to hire somebody else's. Now the project samples, another for this one, I can help you creating landing page as well, which is great. I think this is one of the thing that you can show. As long as with this one, when you declutter your inbox, blah, 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 the visualize way, it's very easy and it's very clean to see. Now, this is the certificate of what she gets, the achievement. So if you, for this achievement, if you want to put the achievement aside from whatever that you have, you can actually put here every achievement that you have in life that is related with the showcasing your skills, you can actually put in here. The testimonial
who
from
is she?
Rick. Okay. Panjang ya. Okay, this is the testimonial. I think I like how she put a testimonial in here because I think this is a very important part as well that you can actually showcase. Now, as you are growing in your virtual assistant portfolio, you can actually put more testimonial in here, so that it gives more confidence for the client to hire you. And all of the tools that she can do, she put everything in here. I can see it very clearly that she can operate a lot of tools. And then obviously there is like the contact number and everything. So I really like the way that she are doing her things. Ini gimana sih
I'm a
baliknya?
proud teacher.
Yeah, so I really like the way how she conduct her example, the portfolio, because the way that she conduct the portfolio, it really give a clear overview about what she can do, what she cannot do, and how her skills and her personality is appear in the portfolio itself. So it's very important for you to know that even though sometimes you don't need your portfolio, but it is a good asset to have. Now, we're going for the next one. Creating a strong online presence. You can build a professional website and you can also leveraging social media platforms. So I'm just going to give you an example, right? I don't know how many of you already like go through my website. I do have a website, but I haven't completed. So I created my website in purpose because I am going to offer my services for training for a corporate. So that's my purpose for the website. That's why I'm creating those online presence. Now, the next reason why I'm building my own website is because I figured that some of the people are starting to look at my profile in Instagram. So the thing is, my Instagram account is not using Stephanie Irma as my username. For the username that, because it's not using Stephanie Irma as my username, then if they're looking at me in Google, then they can only find me in a different article, in a different subject, and on my social media. But if I want to showcase my professional way and look, I can actually showcase my website to them. So the way that I'm doing it is I'm building my professional website. Now, you can also do the leveraging your social media platform. You can put the link in bio. Do you know what is link in bio? Link in bio is basically your landing page. Link in bio is basically your landing page. Why? Because when you are getting the traffic into your social media account, then the first thing that the person want to know about you is going to your link in bio. And you can use your link in bio as a landing page as well for you if you want to offer the services. So for example, like you are saying that, let's get in touch. I would like to give you some kind of free consultation or whatever. Then you can take a look at what I do from here. Then you can give that landing page. Now, I'm going to give you another example that I also like. Again, her. Because I do really like the way that she put the link in bio that she has in her account. So this is a link in bio, okay? And she created it like a landing page. So she has the headline, she has the sub headline, and then she has this, which is, I think it's very powerful tools. And then you also have this. Based on this data, are you sure you want to miss the opportunity to engage with your audience on social media platforms such as Instagram? It's time to elevate your online presence and engage with your audience more effectively. Let's work together. See how persuasive this is for a client. It's very clear that, oh, okay, this is nice. I want to know more. I want to know how she can actually help me. For me, if I become like the potential client for this one, I'm gonna go over and and I'm gonna text him and I'm gonna tell her that it's very interesting. The profile that you have is very interesting. I really want to see how we can work together. Then see the CTA in here, the book free consultation. You can also click in here, and then she also has this one. What is it? The emphasize statement, like a quote or something. And then see, as a virtual, I also provide other services that you may need as follow, email marketing, lead generation. So if you see here, her main services is social media platform, which is a social media management. But she also said that as a virtual assistant, I also provide other services that you may need as follows, like this. She didn't say many things about this all. She just only say very briefly about what she can do on this. Now, these are all the link in bio that she has. So chat me on WhatsApp, send me email, DM me on Instagram, like this. This is why I really like the way that she conduct the link in bio that she has. It gives a lot of CTA on her site. And I think as a potential client, I'm very interested. So yeah, that's one of the, what do you call it? That's one of the sample, okay? Now, networking. We are talking about networking. When we are talking about networking, many people is maybe like what I said, many people are not having the right connect person to help them with network. So I suggest for you to start going out there, try to DM some people. I like to connect you on a network. Just ask them for like a coffee, or can we connect on a virtual? I want to ask your opinion on this, something, whatever. See, the thing is, people love to be networked with people who need their expertise. Now, here I'm gonna give you a hack. If you want to get a client, entrepreneur client, the way that you're going to approach them is not offering your services. The way that you're going to offer them is like this. Hi, I'm really interested, and I'm really, what do you call it? I'm really inspired by you. I'm actually currently looking for something that can help me with boosting my career or whatever that you can say. Can you help me? Do you probably have like 5 minutes time to go over with me on your career journey? I want to learn from you. Ask them to talk to you. Get them connect with you. You know, the higher level people like to share their experiences. So if you're targeting an entrepreneur, you're targeting a business owner, that's how you're going to do it. Ask them to talk to you. And when they're talking to you, ask them anything like, how do you achieve yourself in your career, blah, blah, blah. And then you start going into the pitching. So I'm actually thinking, I'm not actually thinking now, I'm actually doing a virtual assistant services, which I'm helping entrepreneur like you, this. Now you go into the pitching. Do you think that we can work together? I probably can help you with all of your busy tasks and everything. So you build the relationship and then you sell, not the reverse way, not the sell and then build relationship. Now build relationship and then you sell. So that's the way of usually B2B also work. So building relationship and then you sell. Okay. Now sharing the testimonial from your past clients, peers, whatever, it's going to work also when you already have the first point of contact with them. Because when people will not care about you if they didn't see you first. If they didn't see, if they're not interested with you, they will not bother about all of this testimonial. So don't bother about the testimonial if you are not approaching them or you are not talking to them. Now, it's already halfway. Let's go for the Q&A.
Okay, let's go to Q&A. So since I don't see, is it possible to have an overview of Listiatun's portfolio in the slide? I think you can ask the Listiatun herself, yeah, because I think portfolio is really sensitive content. If you want to see it, you ask Listiatun first.
Yeah,
Which is
you can
the
just go directly to list.
the
Yeah.
mana, yeah. Okay, I have any other question? I already opened the three first questions for the first Q&A sessions.
Okay.
Please, okay, Kak Nana, please.
Yeah, hello, Kak Steph.
Yes.
I want to ask you, I still working at office that supply coffee machine for Horeca, and I every day make coffee for me and my friends. But it's depends on my taste. It's good for me and my friends, but I want to make my niche. Is the keywords switch if the keywords is cafe owner or entrepreneur that the keywords I still confusing with the keywords of the entrepreneurs. So
So you wanna put your niche as a like
like
entrepreneur, something like that.
yes, like bookkeeping or administrative tasks, email marketing like that. But for Horeca owner or entrepreneurs like that.
Okay, so what should be the keyword?
Yeah. I still confusing about that.
Okay, so who actually you want to target again?
Like cafe owner or restaurant owner, like that.
Okay, so you can just put your cafe owner or restaurant owner of F&B owner, F&B business owner.
But they are like bakery, like restaurant, like. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's completely okay.
Okay, thank you.
You can actually do no need to like very specific. For example, like I want to do only for the coffee business owner. No need to be very specific on that one.
Yeah,
You can as long as the industry is quite specific, meaning like you know that you want to do the F&B business, which is
yes, yes.
because your background is coming from there, then just
Yeah.
do the for F&B business owner.
Oh, okay, okay.
I think
Business
that's
owner.
enough.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kanana. We have another question from Pratiwi Putri. Hi, Pratiwi. You here?
Yep.
Hi, Pratiwi.
Hi.
Okay. Ask your question.
Oh, okay. Okay, so thank you for the time. I just have one question. As a new VA, how do you overcome the shy to the client, especially when you are like an introvert person?
Introvert
Thank
thing.
you.
Okay, so why do you have to shy?
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean like
Mhm.
shy in terms of what?
To to get to know the client first, or to get the attention of the client first.
Mm. Do you want to earn money?
Yes.
Okay. So
Nah,
get
but
rid of that
bang.
shy. As simple as that. You want to earn money? Go get it. As simple as that. So you have to think about like, okay, if I'm shy, then I didn't get anything from this.
Maybe she's shy because she is a newbie and there is so many competition that's already start more
Yeah,
longer
that's
than her.
true.
Maybe. Is it in
So
that case?
I think this is something that I just asked in today's event with one of the big content creator in Indonesia. I'm asking him, what is your message for people who to overcome the introvertness for them to get a client or to just speak in a camera or whatever? You know what he said? He's saying this. Introvert doesn't mean that you're socially awkward. You know, you are not socially awkward. You're just introvert. Inside of you, you are introvert. But introvert doesn't mean that you have to be shy. Introvert doesn't mean that you cannot chase what you need to get. So if you think that you deserve this, you need to get it. You need to go and get it. So it doesn't matter if you're a newbie, it doesn't matter. See, the thing is, everybody is basically a newbie. I am a newbie in a VA world. Though I have an experience, but that doesn't mean I am not a newbie. I am a newbie. I am a newbie in remote work. But the thing is, I need this. So I don't have any choice except I have to be just confident about what I can do. So don't think about like, oh, I am a newbie. I probably like, see, the thing is, many people, when I'm talking to people, like, yeah, Kak, because I'm a newbie, I don't know what to do. I cannot, I don't know how much should I charge. For me, it's very simple. You want to get the money, go get the money. You want to get to earn something, then earn it. Because many people sometimes thinking like, okay, yeah, I can't talk to the clients if the client didn't ask me. It's gonna make you fail. If you didn't talk to your client, you're just put yourself in a trap. Because you need to serve your client. You need to serve the best to your client. And if your client didn't give you any feedback, the client didn't give you any response, you just set yourself for failure. And you do not want that. So the only way for you to do it is just to be confident. You do not have any choice. So that's how you need to do. That's how you're going to do it. If you want to get the money, go get the money. You want to get paid, go get it. So that's the only way. You cannot not You cannot be shy. Don't be shy because everybody is a newbie. Once you enter a new industry, newbie. Rick also a newbie. He was a sailor. He's never entering in a remote work before.
Yeah,
He's a
true,
newbie.
true.
Everybody is a newbie. So don't worry. You are there. We are here. You are there. We are all newbie. So just be confident with it.
Yeah, so
Alright,
if anyone
thank you.
here
Thank you,
identified
Kak.
your personality as an introvert, so no more introvert excuse, yeah. Start from tonight. No more excuses, no more introvert excuses.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay, this is
Okay.
question from Leah. Hi, Kak Steph. How can you effectively benchmark and improve your conversion rate to ensure a higher success rate in securing new clients?
Apa tadi? Okay,
How can
benchmark and improve your
Oh,
conversion
mhm.
rate to ensure a higher success rate in securing the client. Okay, so I think I've got a little bit tweak on the questions. So conversion rate, so by getting a client, for you, it's not about conversion rate. So that's not the benchmark. The benchmark is your client lifetime value. If I want to go more detail on this, client lifetime value is how long that your client stay with you in what value, how much money that he gave you on a how long period. So that is the client lifetime value. So the conversion rate is not really working on securing new client kind of setup because you're working as individual. Unless you're working as a company, then conversion rate might works. Why? Because you are not putting money on it. So there is no set of ROI in there. So it's not about how many clients that you can get, but if your target speaks to the right people, and then you get one client that can stay with you for 6 months or 1 year, that's enough. And if you think that you want more, just go find another things and then get another clients, stay with you for 3 months, 4 months. That will be much better. So that's the success benchmark for you to get the client. Because trust me, guys, you only have 24 hours of work. And the more client that you have, the more time that you need to spend, the more, in Indonesia, you call it like kelabakan, you know? So it's not about like how many clients you can get in one time. It's more about like how long this client will stay with you. That means your income is more stable. Okay. Yeah. Next question.
I think we continue to the next topic.
Okay.
For the first question, we only have 3 open sessions.
Okay. So yeah. Okay, let's go to the next topic first, and then after that we go for the next one. Okay, how to do the
Okay.
lead generation strategies. So there are 2 ways of doing the lead generation strategies, by push and pull strategies. So these are the strategies that are happening in a marketing world. There are push and pull. Push, you pull, you pull. As simple as that. Now, push is a technique where you, as a VA, actively reach out to potential clients rather than waiting for them to come to you. And the pull technique is when you attract the potential client to your business through valuable content, engagement, rather than actively reach out to them. Okay, so recap. Push is you reach out. Pull is attracting. Okay. Now let's find out how to attract client with push strategies. So first, you can do the paid ads. Now, does the paid ads work for VAs? Might be. But is it the right time for you to doing it? Might not be. If you are a newbie, I'm not suggesting this one because you are an individual. That means the money that you are putting on the paid advertising is on your cost. So unless you already have like a client base that can pay you a lot, and then after that you think that you want to do more on the content boost and everything, you can do this. But if you already have enough money to do it, feel free to do it. You can do the Google ads, social media advertising, and everything. So just to give a little bit overview for you, these are the dashboard for the campaigns in the Facebook ads, which is in the Meta ads. This is how are you going to do each campaign. You can set like how much budget do you want to put for a certain campaign, what's the budget. You can actually see the results, and you can actually put the audience. Just select which audience that you want to do. You can select from the based on demographic, interest, and what do you call it? Age, gender, location, everything. So you can create the audience and you can set your own budget. Okay. Now, the next thing for the push strategies is cold outreach. I think this is the most easiest one. So you can direct to your potential client through email, phone calls, or direct messaging. So what you're gonna do is personalize your outreach to increase engagement. Now you can follow up consistently to nurture the leads. So what is nurturing the leads? When you're reaching out to people, probably the response rate is maybe only 5%. You reach out to like 100 people, probably it's only like 5 people is coming to you. Yeah. So and it's normal. That means in order for you to get 10 people to come to you, you need to reach out to, let's say, 150 people or 200 people. But how can I DM 200 people at the same time? No need to do it at the same time. You can do it like every day. You can reach out to 10. Every day you can reach out to 20. It's completely okay. You can reach out to like in DMs. You can reach out to LinkedIn. You can reach out to Instagram, everything. So I'm just going to give you an example. So some of the virtual assistant is sending me this message. This is cold outreach for them to reach out to the potential client. So for them, I am a potential client for them. So this is some of the example that they're reaching out to me. And I think for me as a, let's say, a potential client, I appreciate it. But if I don't need it, then usually I'm not replying to it, for example, right? In this case, I'm replying, but like, but not every potential client will reply. Okay, so the thing is, when you do cold outreach, first you need to make sure that your message is sharp and straightforward. For example, if I'm a busy person, I don't have time to read from up to down everything. I don't have the time to read everything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna read a few lines and then that's it. So doesn't matter about what you are saying inside. Doesn't matter. So cold outreach means that you need to be very specific about what you want to offer. Instead of saying this, probably what I can say to you is like, hi, Stephanie, I'm Ayu, and I'm working as a VA right now. I can help you with, let's say, social media marketing. I can help you with administration. Do you think that you will need this help sometime in the near future? The thing is, when you outreach to the people, always end with an open-ended question. Don't put thank you for your time. potential client will never reply to it. Never put a period on every cold outreach. Always ask the open-ended question. If, let's say, you implement the strategies that I'm telling you before, which is, let's say I want to approach Rick as my potential client, and I'm the one who's offering my services as a PA, and Rick is a business owner. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna DM Rick. I'm gonna say, "Hi Rick, I love your content and you inspired me a lot. I would love to learn with you. Do you think you can have do you think I can have a one-on-one chat with you for a quick session, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, just want to learn of what you're doing?" That is an open-ended question. If you're asking that question, he will reply. He will say, "Oh, sorry, I don't have time for 15 minutes, but I can blah, 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 blah." But at least he will reply. So make sure that one. So that's a trick. Okay, now let's talk about the pull strategies. What you can do with the pull strategies, you can do the content marketing, you can do creating valuable information content. Again, content marketing doesn't need always to be in an Instagram. Okay, it can be the blogs, it can be articles, it can be ebooks, webinars, whatever. You can also do an SEO as well. Now, you can talk about what? You can talk about the trend, industry insights, tips and tricks, your unique value proposition as a VA. And this is the example. So, wait. So I got this from one of the blog of the VAs in UK. See, they're writing a blog on this, the best way to delegate to your virtual assistants. Blah, 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 blah. Delegation is the key. And she's saying about like get to know some tips and tricks how to work with your VAs and everything in here. So if you are, and also they're offering a lead magnet as well. Not ready if you are outsourced yet, you can use this guidance planner. So you can see where your time is being spent, blah, 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 blah. So I think this is the one, is a very good example because for me as a busy entrepreneur, I'm probably just going to look in the Google. Maybe I can also see like the VA for administration stuff, and then it will appear on my Google search. Or let's say I'm putting like, I want to delegate to VAs or VAs around me, something. So you can actually do the blog and incorporate an SEO on that. Now, let's head back to this. So social media marketing, you can actually build the social media presence on platforms, and then you can share valuable content and engage with followers and everything. So this, I think this is the one thing that you need to make sure. The content that you made on a social media has to be relevant to your target audience. If the purpose of your social media is to find a client, then the content should relate with your ideal client, not to other VAs. Please put this in mind very carefully because I saw a lot of people, you are using social media to talk to another VAs, not to talk to their ideal client, while they are looking for an ideal client through their social media. So you need to make sure that your social media content is talking to your ideal client, not the other VAs. Don't tell the tips and trick to become a VA or tips and trick to do the remote work. Not like that. Your client doesn't even care about it. Your client is more like, how are you going to solve my problem? How are you going to make my work more efficient? What kind of tools that you need to use? Give those type of content. I'm giving you the example. See, this is from heyshami.va. She's creating the content of this. You can actually just go to her Instagram and just check it. So, are you a small business owner struggling with your content, not getting likes, comments, share, or shares? So, I cannot show it here, but if you click on this, on the arrow, she actually give the tips and tricks for getting likes, comments, share, or save. But you see the caption here, she refers this to the business owners. And the CTA here is, if you don't have time to focus on engagement, no worries, I've got you. Feel free to message me anytime. So this content is speak to his ideal client, speak to her ideal clients. Now, another thing is this one. I just happened to see this yesterday, and I told her, I'm going to use your example for my online workshop today. So let's see what she does.
Entrepreneurs or coaches spend too much time on small tasks based on an article on Time ETC. 36% of 44% of entrepreneurs can take a week long of vacation and completely switch off from their work. Now imagine that you have a second brain that can handle all of your admin tasks. By delegating your work to them, you can focus on your main business goals and enjoy a complete time of vacation with your family and friends. And that second brain is your TA. Comment Clarity to claim your 20-hour free trial to see if we match each other vibes. So see you on the next video.
Okay, so if you see what she said is, she give the stats first that most entrepreneurs are having this problem. And then the second thing is, she said that if you want this solution, if you want this problem to go away, you're gonna have to have a second brain. And what is that second brain will do? That second brain will solve you because they will help you with this. And who is that second brain? That second brain is VAs. And the CTA that she has is Comment Clarity to find out if we are match each other. So if you are going into her Instagram and then you comment on her Instagram, I think you guys should try. Comment on her Instagram and see what you get. So she is using the automation tools where she directly sending the DM to whoever comments on her Instagram saying that book for free consultation. I think that is very great strategy because it engage people with her content, and it also give the clear CTA that, oh yeah, this is nice, so I probably want to book for her consultation. Because of this, she knows how to do it. She knows how to handle the automation. She knows how to create a content that engage. Okay, so this is another great example. Now, another pull strategies is for the email marketing. So I think email marketing right now, I don't know how many people are actually doing this, but it's also a powerful tools because you can build the email list for potential clients. So what you can do is you can send targeted email campaigns. Now, how to build the email list? First, you're going to do with the lead magnet. So lead magnet is a free resource or offer is in exchange of an email address. You can give it a book or a guide and templates, checklists, webinars. So you can create a book, ebooks, for example, like a 10 times saving tips for busy entrepreneurs. You can create a template like free project management template. You can create a checklist, ultimate checklist for effective virtual assistants. Or you can create a webinars, how to streamline your business operations. So make sure that when you're trying to create all of this lead magnet, it is for dedicated to your ideal clients. And if you want to get the target audience is your ideal client, so make sure that everything that you put there is speak directly to your ideal clients. And then after you create a lead magnet, then the next thing that you need to do is set up an email sign-up form. Lead magnet is not going to work if you are not collecting their email address, at least. You can also collect the phone, but email is like number one. You will need an email sign-up form to collect the potential client email data like this. So you can put the grab the free guide, and then they can put a name and email. And then it can be your database of leads. Now, I remember one of you are asking me about the conversion rate, right? If you're using this, then you can track your conversion. By what? By qualifying the leads, meaning that how many leads that are actually coming from this lead magnet. And then from from all of these leads, you have to contact them one by one. And then you qualifying these leads. These leads are actually looking for a virtual assistant or not? If the conversion of that is only 1%, then probably you are not targeting the right audience, or you might not having the right audience yet. Okay, so that's how you benchmark. As a VA, like what I said, you are in a service-based business. So you need to treat your VA service as your own business. Business means you have customers, which is clients. Now, the next question is, after you getting the leads, you get the interest, how to turn this interest into buyer, into actual client. Now we are talking about converting leads into the clients. Who are all that can be considered as leads for VAs? Your ideal clients who engage with your content, your ideal clients that are approaching you, your ideal clients that engage with your competitors, your ideal clients from other sources. So engage with your competitors, meaning, let's say you see other successful VAs in, let's say, in social media, and then you see who are the people that they serve that commenting in their engage or comment or like or follow with her. So that is probably your ideal client, because it's more easier to convert someone who already worked with the VA before. Now, here is how you are going to do the process according to the lead generation process. First, identify what is the current situation. What is your ideal client pain points, challenges, and problems? Like, for example, let's say for a busy entrepreneur, the current situation that they have, the pain points of them is, I cannot manage my schedule well. And the challenge is, because I cannot manage my schedule well, then the problems is my schedule were messed up. Now, what will happen? What will happen mean if these pain points and challenges and problems are not addressed, then what is the impact? Now you emphasize on the impact. Because you cannot manage your schedule well, then what is going to be the impact is it's going to impact it on your business, because the time that you need to put as an entrepreneur to expand your business, you spend 90% of it on the administration stuff, for example. And the impact is you cannot grow your business, or you cannot get more client, or you cannot get more customer, or you cannot open new store. So emphasize on that. After you emphasize on that, now you give the solutions. How to solve it, explain. So I'm giving you the solution to help you with all of your administration stuff. So all the redundant stuff that you have, give it to me so I can help you to manage your schedule better by giving you the tools for by doing the time blocking in your Google Calendar, by color coding your schedule, by like arranging the task according to Eisenhower matrix, for example, the matrix like urgent, important, urgent, not important, or whatever. And then the last thing is qualify. Qualify is when to solve it. Now, if you do not solve this problem now, then you might face a lot of trouble later. Now, are you ready to delegate your stuff to your VAs? How are you going to qualify this? Is by asking your potential client, are you having the immediate need to solve this problem? You can ask this to your ideal client. Now, after you identify everything, after you put this everything to your client, then it is addressing to your client's problem directly. So when you address their problem directly, it's more easier for you to offer your services to them. Now, after you identify everything, you propose your service to them. Don't be afraid to connect and engage with them. And again, let them know how you can help them and what makes you different. And the last thing is you need to build the long-term client relationship. Provide exceptional service and going above and beyond. By me saying going above and beyond means that you need to be very dedicated to your client. Don't let your client hanging. And give updates to your clients every time. If there is something, and be initiative. I saw some VAs are very initiative when it comes to work with their client. I see it in some of the VAs that I worked with before. They're very initiative. They do follow up. They do remind their client, even though the client is not really engaged or it's not really having the time to engage with them. But it gives the sense of security for the client because I know that I am having a VA who take care of me. So going above and beyond for your client. All right, so everybody, I think that's the end of my point today. And here I have the task and exercise that you can do at home. First, identify your niche. You can revert to the slide 12 for the guide. And then the second thing is develop your ideal client profile. I'm giving you the template here so you can use. This is on Canva, how you identify your client profile. Don't forget to do your research. Align your ideal client profile with your niche. And then the third thing is brainstorm the strategies. How are you going to cold outreach to your ideal clients? And then on the pull strategies, you can actually make like 5 to 6 content pillar that you will use to speak to your client. And then you can also choose which channel you will use. And then brainstorm the lead magnet ideas for your client. I think if you're doing everything right, I know for sure that you're going to get a client. Because though the competition is a lot, but the potential client is never end. So it's like a lot out there. You just need to find which one that is aligned with you and speak directly to them. Find your target audience, make sure that you're speaking directly to them and engage with them. And that's all. You will definitely get a client. Okay, so yeah, this is the end of here. Now we go for the Q&A again.
Yay. Wait a minute. You can hear my voice still?
Mm-mm.
Clear?
Mm,
Okay.
very clear.
All right, we have the question from the Kak Yuta Shukaina. Hi, Kak Steph. You mentioned that we need to choose one niche, but earlier you said that if the first one doesn't work, we should try a secondary target. So how long should we give it before knowing that a niche isn't right for us and needs to be changed? And is the service, do we only write service for one niche or we can write as many as we can since there is a secondary niche?
Okay, so let me answer this one. So I didn't say that if the first one doesn't work, we should try secondary target. No. So in my previous example, for me, I do have my primary target and I do have my secondary target. But that doesn't mean that you need to have both. You can actually have one only. That is only apply for me. For me, I know these are the type of the clients that I want. If I didn't get the first one, then I'm gonna go for the second one. So that is easier for me. Now, if you want to have that, go ahead and have it. How long should you give it for you know that the niche isn't good for it? Okay, so you have to be no. There is a niche and there is an ideal clients. These two are different. Niche is this what services you want to offer on which industry, on like all of these things. Your ideal client is also different. It's not the niche, it's related with the niche, but it's not the niche. So your ideal client is the one that is aligned with the niche. Now, if you're talking about like, how long should we give it before we know that the niche isn't right for us and needs to be changed? As simple as you need to reassess every month. Reassess every month. What are all strategies that you already been done? What works? What not works? Do you think your strategies is enough or you not enough? If you think by 3 months time, it's very difficult for you to find the people in the niche that you want, then probably you can change to your target audience. You can change your ideal client. However, you need to remember that the first time you are selecting your ideal client, that is the ideal client that is very relevant to you. So if you cannot find the ideal client that is very relevant to you, then probably it's going to be more challenging for you to find the ideal client that is not relevant to you. It's going to be more challenging. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you an emphasis on this. You need to pick the niche. You need to pick the ideal clients. But are those the client only that you can serve? No. You can serve as many type of client that you want. If the opportunity come to you, take it. Don't say no to opportunity for now. Meaning that if your niche is like a wellness industry and then suddenly you get a client that is not a wellness industry and you think you can still doing it, why not? Just doing it, it's fine. The niche is actually is only to guide you, to at least you focus on this one so that you can focus all the effort of the lead generation and the getting clients effort things. But that doesn't mean that you just need to only do those niche. However, there are certain people that are very strict. So for example, like I'm having a friend that she's doing the wellness and then she's saying, I actually don't want to do anything else except wellness. Then it's fine. It's completely, totally up to you. Okay. So yeah, okay. I hope that answers.
Okay, Steph, thank you. So, okay, you guys can raise your hand if you want to ask Stephanie directly. Raise. No one?
Okay.
Nobody?
No questions. I think everything is already clear enough. Lol.
Okay, very nice. Raise your hand,
Okay.
guys. Don't be shy. Don't be shy introvert.
Don't be shy.
Lene, don't be shy. Kamu cantik.
I think it's very clear enough ya, my explanation ya. Jadi
Oh, so many
okay.
helpful tips. I so no question. All good. Okay.
Okay, so if you have any other question, just shoot me
Another
on
question.
Instagram also ya.
Feel free. Yeah. Oh, your
Okay.
explanation is really clear. I have no question to ask. Thank you so much for giving me a gaji buta ya. Thank you.
Nggak buta-buta amat kali Rick. It's not really blind. Okay.
Okay, maybe Steph, if they don't have any question, maybe you give some message or what or another insights that you not share in your session for in your slide.
I think in terms of getting the clients, ini ada another question, sorry. If after
Ah.
reviewing for a moment, then change my niche is okay. Yes, it's fine. Don't be too stick with it. It's okay. That is only for your guide.
Trial
So
error.
don't,
If that doesn't work,
yeah.
try another.
Yeah, it's that doesn't work, then try another. But just make sure that you know what exactly do you want to achieve. The only goal here, I think, in terms of getting the client is don't think about the money, okay? I think when you do this business, what you need to try is you need to really evaluate yourself first, in which level that you are actually currently in. If you already have like enough experience in terms of like the skills, knowledge, and everything, and you think that you can do more than this, just go ahead with it. And probably your client doesn't have to be individuals. Your client can be corporation, your client can be companies, your client can be like businesses, small, medium businesses, or MKM, probably, I don't know. But just don't be very stiff about your type of people that you want to approach, and be creative. For the thing about when you are approaching the client, you have to be very creative in terms of how are you going to make them talk to you, or how are you going to make yourself talk to them. This is a sales strategy, you know, when you are trying to offer your client services, for example, or some products, what you need to do is just to make sure that they are meeting with you. It's same strategy like when you're selling an insurance. You know, when you're selling insurance, you're not saying that I'm selling my insurance. You're talking to your friends and you're saying, "Hey, how are you? How are you doing? Let's meet up. I might have some business ideas for you or whatever. I don't know, something like just meet up something." And then suddenly when you're meeting up, you just suddenly fell into the trap, and then somebody open a laptop in front of you. Like, hey, I'm having this business
Insurance people,
ideas.
typical insurance
Yeah,
people.
you know, it's sometimes like that. So when you try to offer your services, just treat your services like you're selling an insurance. Hey, do you have a time? Like, what are you doing right now? Try to figure out how you can help. Try to figure out how you can help, even from the simplest thing. Meaning, like, if your friends, your family have a business, or they have yeah, like a business, or they have like some kind of things that they're currently doing, and you can help them in finding helping in terms of administration, or helping in terms of managing the social media. Just go to them and say, hey, you know what? I think I can help you with the social media. Do you think you wanna get this? No need to be too formal. Also, if you have friends, just say like, do you think you can give me a chance to help you with this? And probably your friend will say, "Oh yeah, what are you going to do with this?" Then you can show your skill. No, you can show your portfolio. You know what? I already do this, and your friend will say, "Wow, I didn't know that you can actually do this." And then probably your friend can give you a chance. Okay, you can manage my social media, and let's see what happens. So don't think about the money. It's more about like, how are you getting your experience out there first? Get more portfolio, get more like proof. Then you will get people who willing to pay you. So yeah, I think that's my message.
Your message is like my life experience story when I secured this English teacher when I was
Ooh.
traveling on the Thailand. Yeah, we start from the friend, we talking some make a conversation, and somehow we ended up in the conversation that I want to expand my English course business. How can I do that? And then, hey, I'm VA. And then I look at that,
That's
and
good.
I saw my portfolio, and then this and then that, blah 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 blah, and okay, let's do this, let's do this.
That's good. Yeah,
Yes.
I mean
So
like
I thought you talk about me.
I didn't know that's so relate. But yeah, just don't give up. The result might not come instantly. You just need to wait, but you need to like keep learning, keep doing, getting from the nearest one that you can have. So yeah, I think that's all. Oh, okay, there is one more raising hand.
Okay, Nana, okay, you can ask.
Kak
Shoot.
Stefan, Kak,
Yeah.
before we saw the portfolio of Listia, and she provides so many services in her portfolio, but my question is that services apply to each clients or some services only? It's
Mm.
because it's so many services that she provides for her clients.
Okay, so you see the portfolio only, but I just show you also the LinkedIn bio that she has, right?
Yeah.
So if you can actually see the LinkedIn bio, it's very clear that the services that she offers is the social media management. So that's the main services that she offers. And then on the bottom, she said, apa itu tadi she said? She said,
She also offer another
yeah, she
service,
also offer other services like this.
but it's just like pelengkap, you know,
Yeah,
pelengkap.
complementary.
Ah.
Yeah, it's more like a complementary. So, she offers one, but the the the
She also
complementary
can
is
do also
Yes.
can do email marketing and line. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So that means her target audience is the one that need a social media services. But she also open if you need another services, then I'm also open for that. So it's more like that. And I think the portfolio that she has is more like general portfolio because I also have the same portfolio. I also have the same general one because that is for my guidance. But when I'm giving my portfolio to the client, I'm adjusting it again. So that doesn't mean that the portfolio that I'm having is the only portfolio that I'm having. After I'm, for example, if the potential client asking my portfolio, I'm adjusting it again according to what the client need. Like
Through
that.
me, I'm do that also. For project
Most of the
manager,
people is doing like that.
if I applying for project management, so I use my project management portfolio.
Yeah.
Same like Stephanie. Because it's showing that we are expertise on that service.
So you have several portfolio for several services.
Yes, but you just only make this one portfolio on Canva. You can hide the page, right? So
Yeah.
if you don't need that page, you can hide for that client.
And then you can rearrange like which one do you
Sure.
want to put it first, like that. That's how usually I do it. So just creating like the general one, like what Listia have, I created general. And then after that, whenever I want to apply some, not apply, like whenever I want to pitch to some clients, and then I'm just like arrange it accordingly, which one that I want to show it first. Let's say I want to do the project management. That means I want to put like the project management at first, and then my pitch is more about like the project management, not the other thing. For me, I still show a little bit of the other thing, but that's only a showcase. It's not deeply inside the specific things that I'm offering. Chill.
How is it, Kak Nana? Oh, we have one more question from Roy. Can I just create a real website for all of my portfolio, or is it going to be too far?
You can create a real website for your portfolio. I think if you want to create a real website, the most relevant one is if you are offering kind of like a visual type of portfolio, because it more makes sense, I think. But other portfolio, it's like doesn't matter actually. Doesn't really matter. Like for example, like lead generation, it's very rare the client is asking you for the portfolio. Like email marketing, it probably can, but very rare as well.
Very
Like
rare, yeah.
very
Maybe
rare.
if you are architect, yeah, it can.
Yeah, or like
Or design
um
graphics, it can, I think. Design
yeah,
graphics, they
something
can.
like very visual wise. You can have the real website, it's fine. Photography, this kind of thing, right?
Itu lagi.
Yeah, like photography, videography, design, what else? Like UI UX, maybe something like that. It's
Hmm.
you can do the real website. Like data analytics, you don't actually need a portfolio on that, something like that. So depends on what service you want to offer. Okay, what else?
Hey, I think that's all.
Yeah.
That's all right. Okay, so
Okay, I only interested to do lead gen. Lead gen, you don't actually need a real website. However, what I can tell you is it's good if you can show how you're doing the landing pages.
with
And if
3Ds,
you're
with the lead magnet,
yeah, landing
easy.
pages with the lead magnet, I think it's good showcase. Yeah,
Oh,
if your background is data analyst and data engineering, then you actually doesn't really need too much for the website. No need. Just focus on getting the client. I think that's all.
I think it's high demand, right? Data analysis. Yeah.
Yes, data analyst and
High,
data engineering is
the
like
high
very high
demand,
demand.
helipad.
Data analyst
So,
is a very high demand.
yeah, it's true. So
Anything
guys,
else?
thank you. So, one more.
For
Landing
landing
page.
page, is it okay to use the Canva web? Yes, can. Any kind of web that you want to do, it's fine as long as there is a correct structure. Yeah. Yeah, so hard.
Because if you want to make a landing page, Canva is easy. What else? Steph, what easy one? This Tilda is easy.
Tilde is easy. Wix is also easy.
Wix is also easy.
The good part of the Wix, Tilda, this kind of thing is because they already have the template.
Template, yeah.
Yeah, so it's more easier for you to just change the wording. But with the Canva, you need to build the structure by yourself.
Yeah.
Gitu.
But if you want to look more professional, I think it's better Tilda than Canva. If you want to
Yeah.
more look professional landing page.
Yeah. So any website builder, you can still have it.
Sure. So I
Okay.
think we already come to the end of our discussion for tonight weekly challenge. So thank you, Steph, for
You're
sharing your
welcome.
valuable insight and everything. And thank you guys so much for attending this session and spend your time with me and Steph. And so this is my very last for hosting this weekly challenge. Thank you so much for your support.
Weekly challenge is going to end tomorrow, right?
No, after, I think Saturday.
Oh, Saturday.
Yeah,
Okay.
so tomorrow and Saturday, you will be hosted by another host. So yeah, thank you so much for attending this session.
Okay, thank you so much, Rick. Thank you so much,
Yes.
guys.
Before I wrap up, I would like to remind you that tomorrow you will have session about how to find clients by running Instagram and Facebook ads. So if you want to learn about advertising, tomorrow is the time. So don't forget to attend again tomorrow, back to here again with new host and another new special guest and another host. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Kak Ika bisa di-end.
Oke, Kak Arik.
Oke.